Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for the slightly long overdue episode number 4 of our Hull City career mode. Unfortunately I sort of ran out of EA access, so I wasn't actually able to upload this episode until the full game came out, so I do apologise for that. You guys have been having daily uploads though from me since EA access came out, so I hope you guys aren't too disgruntled by that. But today you can see the calendar, we are now out of the transfer window. We made 7 signings I do believe in the transfer window. If you want to go and check those signings out, the playlist will be in the description below and you can see the first 3 episodes of this series. We've got 3 games for you guys today, one against Burnley, then Arsenal, and then Burton Albion in the EFL Cup. And you can see in the background how we are doing in comparison to our objectives. We're on 82 out of 100. In the background though, you can see that you guys voted for Leon Bailey as your player of the episode, which is of course his first player of the episode win, because it's the only time that we've done it so far. This is the first time we've done player of the episode, and that means that he will start in every single game of today's episode. And you can see that he's already grown by 1 since joining from Genk in the summer, so he's up to 75 overall now. So yeah, Leon Bailey will be starting in every single game of this episode. And later on, you guys can vote for who you think should be the player of the episode for this episode, and hence will start every game next time. In the background, though, you can see the kit numbers. I've decided to change these a little bit drastically. Stefaniak and Preciado, really the main ones changing, and you can just see the kit numbers for everyone else in the squad as well. Whilst you are having a look. Valkvist or Valkvist, I think, is it Valkvist? I've been told that I was pronouncing it wrong. For anyone who's Swedish, I'm going to say Valkvist from now on, and if you could tell me if that's right, that I'd really appreciate that. In the background though, you can see we are getting into our first game of the episode, and we are playing against Burnley at Turf Moor, and Leon Bailey, unsurprisingly, is the player to watch out for in this one. He scored 3 goals in 3 matches, and I'm sure Sean Dyche will have instructed his team to look after the Jamaican very well in this game. You can see the squad though in the background. Michael Keane is making his debut against his old club, would you believe? You couldn't write scripts like this realistically. The other summer signings in this squad are Coziello and Leon Bailey. Meanwhile, Moses Adebayo keeps his place in the squad after some good performances at right back ahead of Ahmed El Mohammadi. And it's actually Adebayo with the first chance of the game, would you believe? A decent save though from Tom Heaton in the 5th minute. Into the 9th minute, Abel Hernandez has got the ball here. He sees a run being made, and it's Ryan Mason running through the centre. Can he finish it off? No, it's a great save again from the English goalkeeper in the Burnley net. Tom Heaton do deny his countryman. Into the box it comes. It's Abel Hernandez with the header from the resulting corner, and it's cleared off the line by John Flanagan, I do believe. And it is early in the first 11 minutes of this game. We are peppering the Burnley goal. They've managed to sort of stop us a little bit. Now into the 40th minute, we're getting our first chance since that opening spell, those opening exchanges, and we've got a decision here being made by the referee. I don't know what he's decided to do. Leon Bailey there was getting a shot away, and it was blocked by several Burnley defenders. There seems to be handbags at dawn between a lot of the players. And the referee is calling over Tarkovsky, I think, and he's going to give him a yellow card. The referee, I think, here has given a penalty to us. Some strange confusion going on. Didn't look as if it should have been a penalty. We're not going to complain, though. Abel Hernandez is going to step up and he's going to send Heaton the wrong way. And in the 42nd minute, we take the lead against the team that was also promoted along with us. Abel Hernandez does the salute celebration, which I do believe is his celebration in real life. You see, I've done my homework. Hernandez doing his signature celebration. He sends Heaton the wrong way, and it is yet another goal for the Uruguayan striker in this save and in this series so far. Into the second half, and Burnley getting a little bit more aggressive now. They were very passive in the first half, and it's a big mistake there from Michael Dawson. It's allowed Andre Gray through. Great save from Marshall, and Andre Gray can't turn it in on the rebound, but that was poor defending from Dawson, almost pressing the self-destruct button, almost the masters of our own downfall. Another chance there for Abel Hernandez, but it's a good save again from Heaton into his midriff, really, from the left-footed strike from Hernandez. But Burnley certainly trying to get back into this game. A good header there from Defoe, but it's an easy save for Marshall in the Hull net. And we've only got a 1-goal lead. We have to beware. And Jeff Hendrick now with the shot, and it's a great save from Marshall again in the Hull net, in our net. Obviously, Jeff Hendrick, very good at long shots. We saw him score an absolute screamer last year in real life at Derby County. Good shot there, I think, from Marcus Henriksen, was that? I'm not entirely sure who had that shot there, but it's a good save again from Tom Heaton. And once again, the goalkeeper's on good form, and again a save from Marshall. It's headed out only as far as Stefaniak, who's off the bench. The ex-Dresden man who he signed last episode. The 69 overall winger. What an introduction that would have been. Lovely technique on the volley, but a good save from Heaton to deny him. And the game does somehow end only 1-0 after all of those chances for either side. You can see Adebayo gets man of the match, so he's well on his way to keeping El Mohammadi out of the squad for quite some time. Good ratings as well for Henriksen, Mason, Snodgrass and Coziello, as well as Michael Keane getting a 7.6 rating on his debut. But in terms of prolonged performance, you can see that Bailey is catching the head headlines at the moment by his continued good performances since joining from Belgian side Genk, and it's making an impact on shirt sales as well. You can see that behind Cosiello, Leon Bailey is selling the most in terms of names on the back of shirts. We've earned 550k in weekly earnings from shirt sales alone, thanks to Cosiello, Bailey, Hernandez mostly, and then of course some other shirt sales for some of the other players. You can see in training though on Onyinye and Didi, who hasn't played so far in this episode, but I'm sure will play at some point. He's the man who's tipped to be our main defensive midfielder powerhouse, if you like, throughout this series, and he's on his way to doing so because he's gone up an overall from 72 to 73. He'll be continued to be trained along with Stefaniak, Valkvist, and also Cosiello and Leon Bailey as well. All the youngsters in the side will make sure that we train them to get them towards their potential. Really excited about Valkvist and Stefaniak, especially Stefaniak, who came on in that Burnley game and looked very, very positive indeed. Hopefully he'll feature in this game against Arsenal here at the, well, it's not called it's not what it was. The KCOM Stadium these days is the whole stadium, isn't it? But nevertheless, we're playing Arsenal in this one, again in the EPL. You can see the squad in the background. Only one change for this one, and that's that Jake Livermore is in for Ryan Mason. Apart from that, it is the same squad that faced Burnley, Michael Keane and Dawson at the back. Curtis Davies again having to wait for a chance to impress once again. Santi Cazorla with the first chance of the game, just whistling past Marshall's post there. Decent long shot from him into the 10th minute, and Marcus Henriksen's got an onrushing Odubayo, who's again attacking. I love this kid. I love Odubayo. He's a great right back. A good shot, but a good save. Check equal to the task. Odubayo going forward again, this time supplying Abel Hernandez, and what a long shot that was, but it comes off the upright, sorry, hitting the post. What an effort that was from Abel Hernandez, my goodness me. Vincent Cosiello, though, hassling the defenders there for Arsenal, and a shot from him and a save from Petr Cech on his right foot. It was a lovely finesse effort from Cosiello after winning the ball back, and at half-time it is still 0-0. Shkodran Mustafi looking a little bit disappointed with his day's work so far, and he probably should be, because we are dominating this game so far. Leon Bailey bursting into the area with his lightning pace, but his finishing is not so good. We've been training it recently. He's only 64, and that's the reason we are training it, because of shots like that. Abel Hernandez played through now, sliding in for the shot, but it's a great save again from Petr Cech, who at the moment is keeping Arsenal in this game. We are well on top, and into the 77th minute though, we're making some changes in this one. Hernandez, Henriksen and Snodgrass are off. Preciado, Stefaniak and someone else are coming on, but I didn't actually say. I think it was Ndidi. Stefaniak though, first action of the game in the 79th minute with his electric pace. He's just off the bench. He's fresh with stamina. He surely has to score, but he doesn't. Marvin Stefaniak had a chance to put his name up in lights early on in this series. We only signed him for like £2 million from Dynamo Dresden, and that was a chance there for him to get himself on the score sheet and make an instant impact in this series. But he's looking positive. I'm already excited by this guy. He's running in onto his left foot, goes for the shot, and it's a great shot in the end. And look, he's been on the pitch 5 minutes, and he's had 2 good chances and looked positive whilst doing so. In the end, though, the game does end goalless. It is a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. But some good performances in that one. Vincent Cosiello got man of the match in the end. Leon Bailey and Odubayo looked good, but Stefaniak off the bench, very exciting performance from him. Should have scored, but at the end of the day, he's only 69 overall. We're not going to expect amazing stuff from him. I am a bit gutted that he missed the opportunity. He probably should have stuck it away. But at the end of the day, at least he came on and contributed some positive play. And we'll hope now, because he's going to play the EFL Cup game against Burton Albion, that he can do a job in that one as well. Meanwhile, Linus Valkvist has gone up an overall. He's now 70 overall. He's one step closer now to being our starting right back. And going into this one, we have changed the formation. We're looking a little bit experimental going into this cup game. It seems like a decent opportunity to do so against lower league opposition. And we're changing to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide formation from the 4-3-3 attacking that we were running in the league so far this season. 2 strikers up front. It's Hernandez and Preciado in this one. We're not giving Diamandi or Will Keane a chance. And Will Keane, by the way, someone told me that's actually Michael Keane's brother. I thought they were, because they used to play for United at the same time in the academy, but I didn't actually know for sure they were brothers, so that's pretty sick. You can see the squad though in the background. Harry Maguire, Valkvist and Stefaniak are into the squad, and Didi is also playing as that central defensive midfielder in this 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Leon Bailey, of course, is starting because he was the player of the episode last time. Into the 3rd minute, Marcus Henriksen already trying to make things happen, finding Abel Hernandez, but it's a really, really weak shot. A tame effort there on his weak foot, and no test really for the goalkeeper. Preciado, though, has been set away now into the 7th minute. Burton Burton Albion setting up very attacking, but they're lacking a lot in defence at the moment, and Preciado with the shot, and it just bobbles wide thanks to the deflection. That would have been the Colombian striker's first goal for the club. Meanwhile, into the 10th minute, Preciado giving the ball to Marcus Henriksen, who's got some space, and he rifles the ball into the back of the net, and that is the first goal for Marcus Henriksen at the club in this series. The Norwegian attacking midfielder has got his goal, and what a goal it is. He rifles the ball into the back of the net. Stefaniak, Bailey and Abel Hernandez come over and celebrate with him, but what an effort and what a goal that is from Marcus Henriksen to open the scoring in this EFL Cup game. We haven't had too many highlights in this episode so far, goals and action-wise, but that, you can see the camera angle there, that was a wonderful effort from Marcus Henriksen. In other news, Stefaniak is causing all sorts of issues again, going past players at will. This time, unfortunately, the cross into the box doesn't result in anything. Into the 33rd minute, and we've got a chance here. Marshall should come and claim it, but he doesn't. He makes a hash of it. It's fallen to O'Reilly, and somehow the O'Grady, and somehow the Burton Albion striker puts it over the bar. He should have been doing far better with that. That was a wonderful chance for Burton Albion to get back into the game, and we could put them out of the game here. Hernandez with the chance. It's blocked by the goalkeeper, and Didi's coming in. It's a massive scramble, and it's headed away in the end. Somehow we don't score there in the 40th minute. Into the second half, we've got Preciado. He sees the run from Marcus Henriksen. Can he get a second of the game? No, he can't. It's a good save from the Burton Albion goalkeeper, who's doubling as the captain today. But we're definitely piling on the pressure here to this championship club. The ball coming in from Stefaniak. It's towards Henriksen, and that was another chance for him to get his second goal of the game. The goalkeeper was in no man's land there. He just had to keep the header slightly lower, and he would have had a chance. Into the 66th minute, though, Stefaniak has got the vision to find Abel Hernandez running through on goal. He's on his favoured left foot. Can he put the game to bed? Yes, he can. Abel Hernandez scores yet again, in this series, and that I do believe is his 7th goal of the series. He's really starting to pull away from Leon Bailey when it comes to the Hall of Fame, or whatever it's called. We'll get onto that later on. Abel Hernandez, though, scoring and making it 2-0. The assist from Marvin Stefaniak, who is already proving to be a favourite of mine, and I love him already. It's the goal, though, from Abel Hernandez, and that surely puts the game beyond any doubt. It's 2-0 now to us. Just a few minutes later, and Hernandez is on the ball again. We're attacking again, and Didi has now found Leon Bailey. They were partners at Genk, but they can't quite combine for a goal because Bailey misses the target again. We really need to train his finishing. We really do need to train his finishing. Valkvist, though, into the 83rd minute, has found that man there again, Marvin Stefaniak. We know what happens when he gets the ball. He's positive. He goes past players. He goes past a player, and he almost finds the net with a wonderful shot. We need to find a chant for this guy. We need to find a pun or a chant for this guy, because he's fast becoming my favourite player ever, is Marvin Stefaniak. I don't even know why, but he's absolutely amazing. Positive play constantly, gets the 8.6 rating. The man you saw on the screen a moment ago, though, at the end of the game, got man of the match. That was Marcus Henriksen with a 9.1. You can see that both the strikers, Preciado and Hernandez, played very well together as well. I'm actually quite liking that formation. I think we'll try it again in the EPL next episode. Maybe just sort of flip between the 4-3-3 and the 4-1-2-1-2, depending on stamina and maybe injuries as well, because obviously we haven't got too many strikers at the club at the moment. You know, apart from Hernandez and Preciado, it's literally Diamande and Will Keane at the moment. So we are struggling a little bit for depth in that department, but we'll have to see how that goes. It did seem to work pretty well against Burton. The link-up play was pretty nice. In the background, though, you can see, well, you saw a moment ago, we're still somehow top of the EPL. That won't last. That will not last. But in the background, you can see the Hall of Fame. The amount of comments I've had telling me to change the name from the Hall of Fame to the Hull of Fame is quite extraordinary. So in the background, you can see the new and improved Hall of Fame, with, of course, all the stats that you guys need to know. Top scorer in this series at the moment is Abel Hernandez with that 7 goals. Ryan Mason's still the most assists, despite not really taking part in all of the games we've had so far this season. Most appearances is split at the moment between Hernandez and Marcus Henriksen. They both have 12 apiece. And of course, the Player of the Episode award in terms of most wins now goes to Leon Bailey, because he's only had one. We've only had one Player of the Episode winner, and it was Leon Bailey. And talking about Player of the Episode, you guys can vote for your Player of the Episode for next time as well. So if you want to take part in the vote, in the top right of the screen there'll be a little poll, and you guys can choose between the players that are on that list. Vote for the one that you think was the best player in today's episode, and that player that wins that poll will play in every single game of episode number 5. I've got more things to ask you as well next episode when it comes to players that perhaps should be being sold or maybe getting more game time as well, so stick around for that as well. If you're hyped though for the next episode, drop it in the comment section with the hashtag hype or whatever if you made it this far in the the video, if you made it this far in the episode. If you have, then I love you very, very much, almost as much as Marvin Stefaniak after today's episode. If you have enjoyed though, feel free to hit the likes button, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. The playlist link will be at the top right of the screen as well, so if you missed any episodes, or you're maybe watching a few months after the game has come out, then you can check the rest of the series out in that playlist link. It's been a pleasure though ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex in the girl, nah, that's not me. Lips in the girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all in the